So yesterday I made a video about the things that I don't do anymore as a woman over 35, and today I'm going to tell you what I do as a woman over 35. These are the things that I do somewhat consistently. I find them to be pretty non-negotiable in terms of like needing them in my life. So the first thing that I do pretty consistently in my life is I work out 3 to 4 times a week, 3 if I'm feeling, like a woman. Most of what I do is strength training, but I do cardio and sometimes I'll do a Pilates class or something like that. And it's really not about aesthetics for me at this point in my life. It's more about how I want to feel. I want to be strong and I want to be able to support my body as I journey through the sunset years of my life. I know that sounds crazy, but I really do feel like after I had my daughter when I was 36, I felt this huge need like, hey, you have to take care of your body because the next 36 years of your life is going to be extremely important what you do to it now. The next thing that I do pretty consistently in my life now that I'm over 35 is I start my day with some kind of journaling or affirmation practice. I would love to tell you that I'm one of those people that like wakes up at 4 a.m. and talks to God before they do. I can't. I just value sleep. I don't even feel like I'm an awake person until like an hour and a half after I actually wake up. So that doesn't work for me. But putting headphones in, listening to affirmations or something spiritual or a prayer or meditating just sort of gets my energy as right as it can be for that day. It is not perfect, but I've noticed a huge difference in my mood the days that I do that versus the days that I don't. The next thing that I do in my 30s, over 35, that I did not do before was express myself. I know that sounds crazy, but I was one of those people that really sat on my feelings and I didn't want to inconvenience people, and I felt like I got it, I can handle it, I'm cool, I'm fine, hyper independence, and I buried a lot of shit. And it never works. It always ends up exploding out of you like a volcano. So now, whether I'm in the right or the wrong, I express how I am feeling about a specific event or person or things like that. I try not to be rude, but I don't back down from expressing how I feel on the inside. What is happening here? How do I get out of this? Okay, the fourth thing that I do as someone over 35. The fourth thing that I do as a woman over 35 is I practice rituals, and that sounds kind of like way more intimidating, but it's an extremely important practice as a woman. It is a foundational practice as a woman, and I'm actually going to make a whole other video about what ritual is and why we need it as women, 1000%. But yes, so I practice daily rituals for myself. And the last thing that I do as a woman over 35, and this might sound kind of silly, but I really appreciate and have a sincere spiritual reverence for nature. It just brings me to my knees every single time. Even as I'm sitting here filming, we have a ring light. I could be doing this a different way, but I genuinely love looking at sky and trees and water and grass and the beautiful earth that we have been given while I'm talking to you. I think it just makes me feel closer to God. I can't say it any way other than that, but I have a sincere reverence for nature. again, these things are for me. You might not resonate with this, but I'm so interested to see how this even changes and grows and evolves as I hit my next decade of my life, 45 or 55 or 65.